my friends, welcome to Discoveries in Mixed Media. Today we're going to use a mixed media piece of paper. We are going to use matte fluid medium. I've been using this lately. If you don't have this, you can use Mod Podge and you could use glue stick, and I'll explain all that in just a second. So today what we're going to do is we're going to use washi tape, and we're going to put the washi tape onto our mixed media paper, and then we might do some stenciling or spritzing, and then we're going to cut it into tags. Friends, my original video got corrupted, so I've had to redo it. And in my redoing it, some things changed. And I had neglected to mention my friend Lorie of Enchanted Dreams 71. She hosts Crazy Washi Wednesday. So I wanted to be sure to give her a shout out because I am using washi tape today. I also wanted to mention that in my first video, I did some stenciling on top of the tags once I was done making them out of the board and the washi tape and the matte medium and all that good stuff. So I'm not going to be doing that in this video, but I'm still going to show you how I made them, and I do hope that you enjoy it. I wanted to mention real quick, this is the second time that I need to make this video because my first one got corrupted, and it got corrupted because I ran out of space on my computer. And so I've tried editing it twice and it will not load. So I am going to show you the tags that I made from the first one. But we're going to go ahead and use this and make some fun tags for this next one. Now it's definitely preferred for you to use the matte medium, particularly on the second layer of it. So to get the washi adhered to the paper properly so that it's not going to come undone, the matte medium is fine, glue stick is fine, and Mod Podge is fine. But then we're also going to seal the top of it. And I do prefer the matte medium for that because it dries matte and there's no stickiness at all whatsoever. So if you don't have some and you do actually want to get into mixed media, I think this is a great thing to have on hand because there's so many uses for it. You'll also want a brush. It can be foam or a regular artist brush. There's no wrong answer as far as that goes. All right, my friends, so the first thing we're going to do is put the matte medium down on the paper. And I'm going to try to do it just a few inches at a time so it doesn't dry. This washi tape was given to me in a happy mail. So thank you, my happy mail friends. All right, once you have the washi all over your paper, and listen, you can go vertical if you want. You can switch it up. You can have uneven, like you could stop here and then put a different pattern. You can pattern this up any way that you would like to. So just feel free to be really creative with that part. And then once you're done, you're going to go ahead and cover the whole thing with your matte medium. Again, if you have Mod Podge, you can use that. I think matte medium dries better than Mod Podge. Like, I just think the texture on the outside is nicer once it's done. But if you don't happen to have any, then use what you have. If you only had glue stick, then just glue down your washi, and then I wouldn't put glue stick over top unless you saw like a little part of it sticking up somewhere or something like that. Then you might want to rub a little bit on that area just to seal it. But otherwise, just glue it down and it'll just have to be what it is. and at least it'll be held down. There we go. All right, I'm going to let this dry, and then we're going to come back and we're going to make tags. But while it's drying, I'm going to grab the other tags that I've already made using this method. I'm going to show those to you. All right, so I'm going to show these to you while the other dries. So you can see I used a different pattern of washi tape. This is some nice firm board. Now what I did on the first set was I had put the washi tape down on regular paper, and then I had to mount it onto a harder board. So this time I went straight for the mixed media paper, which means I shouldn't have to add any board behind it. It'll be nice and stiff and thick already. So it'll be perfect tags right off the bat. All we'll have to do is decorate them. So here's the first one, and I added this little piece and the butterfly. This one's very similar with the butterfly, but you can see the different washi tape patterns. This one I added this little tag and added this precious piece that was given to me by my friend Christine at Kauai Memo Love. She sent me a happy mail and that was in there, and I absolutely love it. Here's another one with one of the green tags just added to the top, as well as a butterfly. So once they're done, they're so colorful, you don't have to do that much. I mean, you could just go completely over the top, but you don't have to. So here is a tag, and then this is a patch that Christine had given me, and this one I added with hot glue, and I wanted to test it. Yeah, it's on there good. There's a little bit of lift right there, but let me show you the other ones that had tags because I ironed them. Let's test those. So this one I got to lift, and that's what I wanted to check. So let me show you this one, and I'm putting this onto the side because I'm going to take it to my ironing board later and I'll iron that on. This one I ironed on and there's no lift. So, but just so that you guys know, if you want to use patches in your crafty stuff, I definitely recommend putting a piece of parchment paper in between your paper product and your iron, okay? And then keep your iron on the patch, of course, not on your paper stuff. All right, so these turned out great. I loved using the patches. I thought that was a lot of fun. This one's got a flamingo patch. How cute is that? Yeah, and that is glued on there good. The very edge where there was no glue on the patch came up, but this one is on there really tight. So I like it. Take your time, be patient, give it an opportunity to adhere, and then you can have fun with that. And it adds like an extra little element to our crafty stuff. So here's another patch on this tag. Here's another one. Look how cute it is. I just think it's so cute. This one is not a patch, but we added a butterfly. Same here, we added a butterfly. Do go around once you've cut your board. This is dry and you've cut it. Do go around and look for any spots where the Mod Podge or the matte medium didn't catch. Like I need to put a little bit right in there. I'm going to set this to the side. The rest of them so far have looked good. So this one has the blue tag and the pink butterfly. Orange tag with an orange moth. Oh, this one's so cute. This one, I put a piece of the cut-off washi right down here. Added this little bear, which was given to me by Paper Confessions with Karamia. And then I had picked this little thing up from the thrift store. I had picked a pack up of them for like, I don't know, 79 cents or something. And I always can use my label maker to put something in there, or I could write something in there with a permanent marker. So that's the first batch of tags that I made using the washi tape and matte medium method. All right, my friends, this is dry. So now I'm going to lift it off the table. And now we're just going to cut all the rough edges off. All right, my friends, we've got it trimmed up. Now I'm going to cut it into tag size. It's still a tiny bit wet, so I'm hoping my paper cutter will work okay. But the first thing I want to do before we get it cut into tag size, I'm going to need to take off either some of the top or some of the bottom because I don't want my tags to be too tall. This paper is standing at 9 inches, and that would make way too tall of a tag for my taste. So if I cut it right here where these flamingos are, that puts it at a 6-inch tag, and I'm definitely more comfortable with that. Now this can be used to make smaller tags, ATCs, or pockets, and if I wanted to, a belly band. Now this paper is 12 inches wide, so we can get 3 4-inch tags or 4 3-inch tags. All right, my friends, I am marking at 3, 6, 9, and then obviously I don't need to mark the end. Now we're going to cut where those marks are. All right, I wanted to show you the things that I pulled out that we might use on these tags. I got some polka dot paper that we could cut to size and do some layering. This is some watercolor paper. I thought the colors might work. I think this is going to be perfect. It's a little moped. I think that's so super cute. I have this. This is a tag from my kit that I made called Annie's Elephants from my friend Annie of Annie Creates. Could cut the elephant out and put it on here. I think that would be super cute. Another watercolor. I pulled this not for this side but for this side because look at that argyle. I'm definitely using that. And then I pulled some flamingo stickers. So let's go ahead, let's get to work and have some fun with this. I think the first thing I'll do, excuse Rico, you know he's got to get in on the party every time. I think the first thing I'll do is go ahead and cut this one in half. Let's see how that's gonna look. Okay, I like it. I don't want to cover up all that washi, so I'm going to take a little bit off the top. Top or bottom? I'll take it off of the top. I guess it doesn't really matter. There we go. I like that because we can still see some of the washi behind it. And then what we'll do, we'll glue this down and then we'll put one of the flamingos on it. That's going to be that one. Let's check the next. I definitely want to use this other piece. That'll use up that entire scrap, which is always fun. Yeah, I like that. That's cute. Definitely can live with that. Pop that over there. Let's see what we want for this one. The elephant might be cute. Yeah, let's see. Let's do... Let me see if I can fussy cut this out real quick. All right, my friends, here we go. We are going to put the elephant right here on this one. That is so super cute. I think I'd like to use this one on this piece here. So I'm going to glue it down, and then if there's anything hanging over the edge, I'll clip it after I'm done adhering it, but I think it might be perfectly fine actually. There we go, looking good. All right, now we're going to go ahead and get these two finished up. Okay, my friends, I'm thinking these larger flamingos will be the perfect size. One of them is going to get this cute flower to go next to it. But let's go ahead and add these. And as usual, I'm going to go ahead and add some extra glue to it. I was going to add hot glue, but I won't be doing that because I didn't turn my hot glue gun on. So I'll just do a little bit of extra on here and hope that that will be enough. So this one I put up a little bit higher because I'm going to add the flower to this one. And I'm going to go ahead and put that like right here, just a little bit lower. And now we will get the other one on the other tag. All right, my friends, here are our cute little tags. I'm going to show them to you up close. So cute. I love how they turned out. I hope you're enjoying Discoveries in Mixed Media. I feel like we are doing a lot of different things, and I think that that's pretty fun. And I've tried to keep it so that it's mostly stuff that you might already have on hand, or I try to mention a substitute. If you don't have the one thing, then maybe you have another thing. So I'm trying to do the best I can with that. But I hope you're enjoying it, having some fun, discovering some new things. And I appreciate you being here always. And thanks for watching. See you soon.